Hey YouTube, Twig here, bringing you all my update to my Materiactor Yugioh deck profile for Post-Supreme Darkness. The Materiactor deck was actually just a deck that consisted of 3 cards initially, but now we got even more support in the Supreme Darkness booster pack, and we'll be getting more support in the booster pack after this set as well. It is an Xyz deck that focuses on normal dragon monsters and being able to make use of the many different Materiactor monsters. So we'll be getting more support until then, but we did get some new main deck monsters, an Xyz monster, and a new spell or trap. So a good amount of support to work with the previous support we got back during the Dimension Force booster pack to use with the deck. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So we'll go ahead and start off with the main deck monsters. For the original Materiactor monster, we have 3 copies of Materiactor Yugioh. You can discard 1 card to special summon 1 level 3 normal monster from your hand or deck. If you discarded a normal monster to activate this effect, you can special summon 1 Materiactor monster instead. You can only use this effect of Materiactor Yugioh once per turn, and you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Xyz monsters. So this is basically the only limitation you have with this card, but being able to make use of your Materiactor monsters to either summon out our normal monster or discard the normal monster to grab a Materiactor monster is basically just your play to go into your rank 3 Xyz monsters, with the extra deck having options for our Materiactor monsters or any other Xyz monsters that we run also. We're also running 3 copies of the new Materiactor Raptor. With this card, you can reveal this card in your hand, discard 1 other card, add 1 level 3 normal monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except for the discarded card. Then you can special summon this card in defense. You can only use this effect of Materiactor Raptor once per turn. And quick effect, you discard this card, target 1 rank 3 monster you control. It gains 1500 attack till the end of this turn. Just more of an attack boost, going back to, once again, the Xyz monsters we can make in the deck, but also just being able to add back our normal monsters that we use in the deck as well to special summon this card, and then have that resource to then use with our other Materiactor monsters that we have in the deck, being able to recycle those normal monsters to be able to make sure we get Materiactor monsters off of the special summon of Yugioh. And then lastly, for the main deck Materiactor monsters, 3 copies of Materiactor Zeptwing. If you control a Materiactor card, you can special summon this card from your hand. If it's normal or special summon or flip face up, you can add 1 Materiactor card from your deck to your hand, except for Zeptwing. Then you can either add to your hand or special summon 1 level 3 normal monster from your graveyard. You can use this effect of Materiactor Zeptwing once per turn, but once again, just grabbing those normal monsters is a big part of the play with this card, being able to make use of that setup on top of the special summon power, and also just being able to make use of it even if you normal summon this card out onto the field as well. For the normal monster of choice in the deck, we're running 2 copies of Baby Dragon, just being a level 3 dragon normal monster. Gives us access to the whole engine and make use of it. Also having a level 3 monster that is dragon gives us options to be able to summon out potentially some other link monsters in the extra deck as well, since the Materiactor monsters are dragon to begin with. We're also running 3 copies of Speedroid Terratop and 1 copy of Tekken Tomborg, just for another small Xyz engine to be able to make use of, having the special summon power of Terratop, being able to search out Tekken Tomborg and then special summon it out onto the field. And once again, just for the fact that our Materiactor monsters are generic with what is required to summon them out, and the more Xyz materials you have on them, the better. I'm also running a small danger package in the form of 1 Tsuchinoko and 2 Jackalope, just more easy level 3s to reveal in your hand. Discard a card, and then if your opponent didn't hit that card, special summon it onto the field, having a search for Tsuchinoko off of Jackalope, otherwise just the special summon option, and the discard option to then give you extra draw power as well, with the rest of our main deck monsters just being a hand trap lineup. So 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, just very useful for the fact that it's also potentially a level 3 monster, so if we have to normal summon it out, we have that option with Ash Blossom, and also our Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, running the 3 copies of this card, and then just 2 additional copies of Effect Veiler. The level 3 option, once again, with Ghost Mourner, but still just here as a play to potentially use if need be. Otherwise, they're just hand traps we'll use to stop our opponent's plays. For the spells, we're running 3 copies of Materiactor Meltdown. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 6 cards of your deck, and if you do, add 1 excavated Materiactor card to your hand, place the rest on the top of the deck in any order. Then you can add 1 card attached to a rank 3 Xyz monster you control as that option for that back to your hand, and you can only use the effect of Materiactor Meltdown once per turn. If your Xyz monster activates its effect, you can attach the top card of your deck to one Materiactor Xyz monster you control. So Meltdown is just added support for being able to make use of your monsters in a way that gives you add back power once per turn during your main phase, and off of a good number of cards, being able to have the rest on the top of your deck as well, attach on to your monster, which also will come into play to the next Materiactor card that we run as well, being Materiactor Analyst. With this card, you detach one Xyz material from a monster you control. Then if the detached material was sent to the graveyard, you can set that card to your field. You can only activate one Materiactor Analyst per turn. So the big play with this card is for the fact that you can use Meltdown to attach not just your go-to play for your monster, being able to attach the top card of your deck. So if you attach a spell or trap and you detach it off of this card, you could use Analyst to potentially set that card on the field, whether it be a monster, spell, or trap. And also the 2 copies of Triple Tactics Talent. If our opponent tries to activate any monster effects in response to any of our cards, this card's great just for giving us more draw power, or potentially just being able to take our opponent's own cards or shuffle back some they may have. And then the 1 copy of Monster Reborn and the 1 Call by the Grave to finish off the spells for the main deck as well. For the traps, 2 copies of Materiactor Critical, being a counter trap. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, add one of your materials from Materiactor Xyz monster you control to your hand, negate the activation, then apply the following effects based on the type of card added. If it's monster, place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Spell, Materiactor Xyz monster you control gain 1,000 attack, or trap, you can set that added card. So more power to the setup of the detached card as well, while also being able to take away that resource of your opponent using this card on the field to do so. And then also the 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, just as the final spot, and potentially cards that could be attached on to your Xyz monsters using your Meltdown, and then be able to be detached and set back onto the field with cards linked like Analysts. That's it for the main deck. We'll now move on to the extra deck. Running 2 copies of Materiactor Exiguard. Needing 2 or more level 3 monsters, you can detach 1 material from this card, either special summon 1 Materiactor monster from your deck or add 1 Materiactor spell or trap from your deck to your hand. If your opponent normal or special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can add up to 2 materials from this card to your hand, including Materiactor card. And then if a normal monster is in your graveyard, you can return 1 card on the field to the hand. You can only use each effect of Materiactor Exiguard once per turn. So having more options from cards to your hand to be attached onto it, once again, just plays into the strengths of either our Analysts or our Critical. Having the detached either give our monster an attack boost, the additional set option for the trap, you name it. You have ways to set up and use different cards that you have with this card as well, being able to give you that search and also just power up your Xyz monsters. And 2 copies of Materiactor Yugioh, needing this card to have also 2 or more level 3 monsters, and gains 500 attack and defense for each card in your hand. You can only use each of the following of Materiactor Yugioh once per turn. You can detach 1 Xyz material from this card to attach 1 Materiactor monster from your deck to this card's material. And during your main phase or battle phase, quick effect, you can add 1 card attached to this card to your hand. Add back power, but the more materials you have on this card, the stronger it gets as well. You have other ways to boost the attack of your Materiactor monsters as well, like giving the spell detach off of it for your critical counter trap. And for the rest of the Xyz monsters, 1 Phantom Knight of Breaksword, 1 Totem Bird, 1 Ghost Trick Alucard, along with 1 number 47 Nightmare Shark, along with 1 Sky Crisis and 1 Zeus, with our link monsters being the 1 SP Little Knight, the 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, the 1 Heretic Seal, and the 1 Nightmare Unicorn, with the only limitation for Xyz plays being our original monster, Materiactor Gigadra, whenever we use this card effect, locking us into Xyz plays. But then as for some of the go-to plays in the deck, you have a lot of setup depending on the Materiactor monster that you set up and summon on the field. But with our Zeptwing being a great normal summon option, or just being able to special summon it if we control another one. So with this card being able to activate this card, adding 1 Materiac card from our deck to our hand, except for Zeptwing, then you can either add to your hand or special summon 1 level 3 normal monster from your graveyard. So if you have the baby dragon in your graveyard, otherwise otherwise, you're just going to have the add for your other Materiactor monster. And then with this card, you can add your Exoraptor, discarding one other card to add one level 3 normal monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except the discarded card. Then you can special summon this card in defense. So then with this, you can go for the discard. It could be any card in your hand. Let's just say we go off of that discard, summoning out your Exoraptor. And then from there, you can use the option to add to your hand the Baby Dragon. With that, you also have the potential for your other monsters. So, but then you can go for your Xyz play using your monsters to do so. So then you can summon out your Exegard to the field, being able to detach one to special summon a Materiactor monster from your deck or add one Materiactor spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So then you can detach one, searching the Meltdown, activating the Meltdown, using this card to activate the top 6 of your deck, add one activated Materiactor card. Good chance to hit the counter trap. Potentially you want to go for one of the other cards you haven't used yet. So if you hit Gigadra, all the better. Then being able to use Gigadra for the discard of the Baby Dragon in our hand to special summon out one additional monster from our deck to the field, and then have the overlay for our second Materiactor monster, having the set needed with the continuous spell as well to attach the top card of the deck to one of those needed monsters, powering them up, and then going from there also. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, this is a deck that really was nothing when it first came out, being just 3 monsters, but as we continue to get support, it's a very interesting deck that focuses on attaching and detaching materials as if the Xyz monster itself was your own second hand. And as always, until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.